So today is, oh gosh, what is today? 18th maybe of September? Let's see. Oh, 20th. I'm way behind. 20th September. And as you can see, it's warm outside again. But hopefully, yeah, I know. You always want in on the action, don't you? Couple of things I was going to mention too. I did paint the insides of these tubes, and I forgot to mention that. So how did I paint those? Yeah, I did what I was talking about. I just sealed off the end. Well, the end was welded shut, but the holes I put some tape over them, some good duct tape over them. And I filled it full of paint, rolled it around, dumped it back out again. So I got a nice heavy coating of paint on the inside of those also. And here now recently, I've been buying some odds and ends fittings, getting ready to plumb up the fuel tanks, at least initially. Yeah, I kind of using a hodgepodge variety of things here. Some brass hose barbs, some stainless steel valves, and then black pipe for some of this also. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'll paint the black pipe. Yeah, and the inside gets coated with diesel fuel, so it'll be fine. The stainless steel valves, yeah, they weren't much more than regular valves, so why not? And a few stainless steel fittings here and there where I could find them. There's one. I'll pick up a few more. I need a few more things. What this is going to be is the... I'm going to go ahead and put a sight gauge on the tanks. And I've got a 1/2-inch port on the bottom of the tanks that I'm going to draw the fuel out of to pump into my day tank. And that's going to come in here. So it's going to sit like this on the bottom of the tank. Then this will come up. I need some close nipples here. This will come up and the tube will be on that. This will come up to the sight tube, so you can shut it off with this valve here. And this will be the outlet valve that goes to the pump, or to a manifold that goes to a pump to fill the day tank from this tank. And then on the top end of things, I'm going to put a new vent in. And this is going to be situated about 6 inches from the end of the tank, and it'll sit on the top of the tank like this. This piece will get welded onto the tank, and then a tube will go up for a vent, and then this needs to go on here and come down. See what I'm doing here. This will come down to meet with this piece that comes up, and then there'll be a sight tube in between there. And you can close this off on both ends. So when you're not actually taking a measurement, you can close it off, and so I really don't see the issue with that. I know some people are still nervous about it. Some people don't like it, but I don't know. I can't see this going to be a huge problem. But anyway, yeah, and again, I'm mixing and matching different metals here. Probably not the best thing in the world to do, but I don't know, if I could find some stainless steel hose barbs, I would put stainless steel hose barbs. I don't think it's really an issue going steel and just regular steel and stainless, but and it shouldn't really be an issue here either. We shouldn't have any really. It shouldn't be sitting in an electrolyte that it would get corrosion on it from electrolysis. So I'm not overly worried about that, but yeah. But that's what we're doing. Tomorrow it's supposed to be cooler again, and cool after that. So hopefully that will stay. I have started getting things ready to put my bulkheads in back here, at least to fit my bulkheads, to get them up cut and put in here. So then I can continue on. You know, it's one of the jobs that I wanted to do before I put the stringers on this side over here. So we'll get that done, get some more plumbing done, and I ordered a pump and some hose, some A1 hose and a Racor filter to go back here. And again, what will happen is this will come out right here. There'll be a tube, plastic tube, fuel line tube that goes up there, so I can read the fuel level, and I'll probably put a piece of white tape or something under here or on here or whatever and then put marks on it for the fuel gallon levels. And then this back here is going to be where things are mounted. The Racor will be mounted up here, and the plumbing, the valves and whatnot will be up here. And we'll be able to pump fuel out of either tank and either send it through the filter and back to the same tank, or to the other tank, or to the day tank. So regardless of what happens, it goes through the fuel filter first to the pump, and then into whatever tank we choose to send it to. And that'll be a Racor 500 series filter in here. And the pump is just a little gear pump. You know, it should flow about 2 gallons per minute, which is actually probably more than the Racor is rated for, but I think it'll work all right. I suspect that once you get all your plumbing and everything in, that little pump isn't gonna pump anywhere near to its rated capacity anyway. So once this weather cools off, you'll see me getting a little more serious about getting some more hours put in, and things hopefully might just go a little bit faster. I got an extension cord for my welder. Isn't that right, Pee-wee? Yeah. I got an extension cord for my welder so I can get the welder up here a little farther to weld on the tanks here, because I got to put those new fittings in there. And I've got it kind of stretched out here, curled up just so I can get it uncurled, get it straightened out just a wee bit. And I'm going to try bringing the power in through the building rather than run the generator down here to run the welder. I think since I'm not using huge amperage, that'll work. So I wired this into my little sub panel here. Yeah, we'll see how that goes, but I think it'll probably work. I got 10 gauge running out here to the building, so it's going to have a little bit of loss, but again, I'm not going to be pumping that many amps into the welding jobs out here, so I think it'll be all right. And I'll be using the TIG welder, which isn't, I mean, it's fairly efficient, so yeah, I think we'll be all right. But anyway, that's where we stand. I guess today is, what did I say, September 20th? Yeah, all right.